Hello and welcome to Smaulgld's Perth Mint Silver Sales Update for the month of November 2017. Perth Mint Silver Sales topped American Silver Eagle sales in November. Quite a feat for the smaller Perth Mint. Silver sales at the Perth Mint in November were a respectable 544,000 ounces, but they were down 46% from October's sales of nearly 1 million ounces. Year over year, November 2017 Perth Mint silver sales were down 45% from November sales of 984,622 ounces. But the Perth Mint sales in November of the 544,000 ounces was 41% higher than November U.S. Mint Silver Eagle sales of just 385,000. Also, the Perth Mint in November outsold the U.S. Mint when they sold in gold, when they sold 22,901 ounces of gold, and the U.S. Mint only sold 9,500 1-ounce American Gold Eagle coins. So the Perth Mint outsold the U.S. Mint by 2.5 times in gold, and they outsold the U.S. Mint 41% in November for silver. Let's take a look at the charts. In November, you can see not a bad month. It's not as good as November last year, but the Perth Mint has not seen this dramatic drop off in sales, and indeed they've had a few very decent months relative to, let's just take a look here. Relatively speaking, yes, there was a big jump in silver sales from September 2015 on, but you can see this year they've been pretty consistently high relative, especially to pre-introduction of the Australian silver kangaroo in September 2015. So not a bad year this year. It's down from last year, but there's nothing that dramatic as there is in the U.S. Mint sales. So you can see here, the blue line is the U.S. Mint silver sales, and they were very robust in January. And while last year, 2016, did show a decline at the end of the year, they were still pretty good. The U.S. Mint managed to sell 37 million ounces, although the bulk of that was in the first 6-7 months of the year. But they were still selling close to 4 million in October, 3 million in November, and then they had a decent January. And well, you could see from these highs here, and the blue just falls right down. And the other thing you can see is, let's see what's meant, the Perth Mint is red. And again, they're pretty constant over the last 18 months or so. But you can see in some instances this year, since December 2016, then in June of 2017, September of 2017, and November of 2017, Perth Mint actually outsold the U.S. Mint, and they almost outsold them in October. So it's not really a story of dramatic sales increases or booming sales at the Perth Mint, but rather a tale of what is going on at the U.S. Mint, especially the last 3 or 4 months. However, December did end not very well for the U.S. Mint either. I think they sold 765,000. They did increase their gold sales to 28,000 in December, which was the highest month of the year since January. I don't know if there's going to be some carry through in January 2018. You can pre-order both the American Gold Eagle, the American Silver Eagle. Basically, all the sovereign mint coins can be pre-ordered now. And generally, the authorized purchasers and the bullion dealers, online and offline, do load up in January on all coins. You really can't tell much from January sales about how the year is going to go. Really, you need to look at February and March, and that's when you tell whether the dealers are topping up their orders, meaning have they sold out their January inventory that they stocked up on, or will that last them months and months and maybe the whole year. So I do expect to see a big pop in January, both gold and silver sales. Dealers looking to get the latest coin, and also you're going to see in premiums are going to go down on the prior year coins, so it's a chance to pick those up. If you're interested in buying gold or silver, you can do so through the site SD Bullion, BGSC, Golden Eagle Coin, Money Metals Exchange, compare pricing and shipping. You could do the same below this BitChute and below this YouTube. It does help the site out. Smaulgld gets a small commission. For silver, we are pretty close to multi-year lows. The price did rise last week to get itself back above the 16 mark, but it was trading below 16 during the week. Gold is a little more stable. It's at 12.55 at the moment, but that's off its high. It was close to 13.50 earlier this year in the summertime. And there's your Perth Mint coin. Now, the Perth Mint Silver Kangaroo coin was new, as I mentioned, in September 2015, and it is a coin that is priced to sell. It's priced to be a bullion coin, unlike the Kookaburra and all the privy marks and the lunar series and the koalas. This is a coin that the Perth Mint decided they will ship at a good low price. It's generally a lot cheaper on a premium basis than the eagle or even the maple leaf. And again, they make them in as many as people want to buy them. And you can buy these coins. They come in rolls of 25. They come in mini monster boxes. And they're a respectable coin. So you get basically the price of these coins is just a little bit more than a round, a generic round, but it's issued by a government mint and has anti-counterfeiting features on it. And but much lower than a silver eagle. So that leads us to our poll. Which is your preferred silver coin? It's got nothing to do with rounds. These are just the coins. Is it the American Eagle, the Canadian Silver Maple Leaf, the Perth Mint Silver Kangaroo, Perth Mint Silver Koala, Perth Mint Kookaburra, Chinese Silver Panda, the Austrian Silver Philharmonic, which I haven't covered in a while because I don't get the data often, the Mexican Silver Libertad, or the British Silver Britannia. You can vote there. I don't know how this is an ongoing poll, but let's just see. Let's pick the kangaroo today and see where the votes are. And the Canadian Silver Maple Leaf is the preferred coin amongst the Smaulgld subscribers / listeners, readers, and 80 votes. And it looks like no love for the Austrian Silver Philharmonic or the Perth Mint Silver Koala, and the Canadian Maple Leaf is tops. Perth Mint Silver Kangaroo, you count my vote in there, it's in third place. Well, thanks everyone for listening. Tomorrow we will have the week in review. I've got a lot of things on gold, silver, and cryptos, and also the tax. I may do a Smaulgld speculation series. There's some interesting things in the new tax bill that looks like, the tax reform bill that looks like it is going to pass. I want to cover that and get some thoughts back from the subscribers. So please check it out. Remember, if you haven't subscribed yet to Smaulgld, you should do so here. Fill in your email address, because you never know when they shut down YouTube or BitChute. We just got shut off of VidMe, not Smaulgld, but they closed down. But also, you never know when Google may decide to shut off. I don't think they're going out of business, but they may decide to shut off certain channels. So, thanks very much for listening, and we will talk with you tomorrow.